Yeah, the thing is that before I get to the problem that Barca has with their high press, especially against they tend to take small teams lightly. But before I talk about that, their midfield this year has actually improved because Pedri is no longer injured, and also when they took Rashford out and brought Olmo and Gavi in, that's when the midfield really picked up in the second half. And if you notice, they didn't win this game the way they usually do, with the high press and putting a lot of pressure. They did high press and pressure, but the goals were scored. Pedri had a beautiful goal, which looked looked like a free kick with his accuracy. It was basically him placing the ball into the net. And then they got a quick goal from Torres, which was a volley, but they didn't score the way they usually score, which is on the break with Rafinha.
The winning goal was an own goal.
Yeah, it was an own goal. I was about to say that. Even though it was an own goal, it was created by
from pressure.
Yamal made a beautiful bending cross. That was a dangerous cross. So if he hadn't made that cross, there would be no opportunity for it to be a goal, even though it was an on goal. But if one of his players had put their head on that ball, it was also going to go into the net because of the spin he put on the cross. Yamal is dangerous. The great thing about Yamal is that he can come from the corner. Once he crosses those balls are very dangerous. And even if he doesn't cross, he can break down the defense and he can dribble in tight space. And even in tight space, if you have
he's fast and quick.
Yeah, but he has vision too, because when he breaks into the box, if you have 2 or 3 men on him, he can still see another player and needle the ball to them. But the big problem that Barcelona has now is that it's just the way they play. It's also the way the Spanish teams plays in the championship, in the European Championship. They play an extreme high press. They run. As soon as they don't have the ball, they have guys who are ready to run and swarm and take the ball.
They make the field wide to expand the field for the opponent.
Because they play such a high press, they're susceptible to counterattacks. If you saw the game yesterday, both the first goal that Levante scored was from a counterattack, and Barcelona's defenders were too high up and they have to sprint back. Even the second goal, was a penalty because it was a handball on one of Barca's defense, but the defense was still under pressure during that period. So Barcelona has this problem in which they can score a lot of goals, but they give up a lot of goals. But that's their style of play. They don't play traditional. They're not going to keep their defenders back to defend, which is scary because when they meet a team like Liverpool or a team like
Man City, Arsenal,
PSG, which knows how to wait and counter, they're going to give up a lot of goals, and they're going to force their team to score a lot of goals. Also, Rashford did not play well. They had Rashford on the left. They had what's his name supporting the striker. They had what's his name in the middle, Rafinha in the middle.
Rafinha.
Yeah, but they had to take out Rashford after the first half and bring in Olmo. When they brought Olmo and Gavi in, then the game got better. But Rashford, for now, I don't see how that guy should be playing at all. They have Torres up front. I think it's because the guy is injured right now. Lewandowski is injured, so Rafinha is sort of playing a attacking midfielder,
top striker
to support Torres. Torres is the striker, but Rafinha should be on the left. But right now he's sort of playing like, who's the guy that plays attacking midfielder for Liverpool? What's his name? Wirtz. Right now they're playing Rafinha the way Liverpool plays Wirtz. Florian Wirtz plays for Liverpool, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, or like McAllister. They're playing Rafinha like McAllister.
The Argentine guy.
Which is okay because Rafinha is good, but it's better when you have Rafinha on the left, Yamal on the right, and then you have Lewandowski up forward. But the problem is Lewandowski is injured, so they had Rashford on the left. So the team, so there's still injuries and stuff. So they didn't play the best team they could play, but they came out with the 3 points. That's all that matters. Any last thoughts?
Yeah, well, I think Barca, they need to work on their defense, because if you play, like you said, if you play against teams like Liverpool or PSG, they're going to punish back Barcelona. You know, PSG, they have experienced player. Liverpool, they have experienced player. So Barca,
even Bayern Munich too.
Yes, they shouldn't always play on this high line kind of defensive game, because it's a risky one. You put your defense under serious pressure, and if the defenders cannot return, it will not be a good one for them. So they need to work on their defense. And also, they
go ahead.
Okay.
Go ahead.
This time around, I just believe that they got away with it. Maybe the next time they might not be lucky, because this team, that they won. They just got promoted to the EPL.
He
Sorry,
plays
to the
mad,
La Liga.
yeah, Hansi Flick plays kamikaze football, mad. It's like someone who drives all or nothing. So they're all or nothing, so they score. But he has to find some variations to that play. Maybe he needs to drop Yamal back a little bit to help on defense sometimes. That's why they definitely don't want to have Rashford. Rashford doesn't track back at all. You understand what I'm saying?
And Rashford, if Rashford cannot perform in Barcelona right now, I think this will be the end of his career. Maybe after that, he might go to one smaller team. So he has to prove himself in Barcelona.
Go to Saudi Arabia.
But bigger team too. Yeah, just go to Saudi Arabia and collect the Benjamins.
Rashford must go. Rashford must go. Let me stop. All right, so nice one. So I might do later today. We might do a post show today at around 8:15. Okay. Thank you.
Okay. Manchester United are playing Fulham today.
Yeah, Fulham
and it's a must win for Manchester United, because if they don't win that game, that means they'll have 0 points.
Yeah, I want to see how Sesko does today. That'll be a good game.
I believe Manchester United will win the game, will win the match.
And then Liverpool plays Newcastle, but is this guy going to
tomorrow?
Play? Tomorrow.
Isak, no,
he's not going to play. That's
you know what I'm thinking here. Maybe Liverpool, Newcastle, they don't want to sell Isak to Liverpool. Let him not play against them. Maybe after Monday they might start negotiating to go, and that means they will unleash Isak against Arsenal, because Arsenal is playing Liverpool next week.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's if Isak even decides to play. The guy wants to leave so badly. All right.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll see you later today. Thank you everybody for watching. Barca Nation coming out of Nigeria and all of Africa. The greatest followers of the Barcelona team. Mr. Warif likes Arsenal, but Arsenal's not in the same league. So there's no clash unless they meet in the Champions League. Okay. Have a good one. Okay, bye-bye.
All right, bye. Have a nice day.
Nice one.